Only a few short weeks ago, we had one of our cameramen up on the Thailand-Malaya frontier. War was in the air, yet it was still all quiet on the North Malayan front. The quiet mosques where faithful Mohammedans go to pray had yet to hear the shriek of falling bombs. The dark forest still slumbered, unaware of the new dangers threatening a peaceful land. Malaya, a country of jungle-covered mountains and swampy valleys, is not only open to aggression along its excellent roads as well as by rail or river, but also wherever the land has been cultivated. It's true that much of the forest is impassable, but when it has been cleared, it's comparatively easy going, especially in the rubber estates, which incidentally amount to about 3.5 million acres. To defend this country, troops had come from Britain, from Australia, and from India. Many different types and races, all ready to give their lives in the cause of freedom. And whatever the shortcomings in material or planning, let no one belittle or forget the sacrifices already made and still being made by the men fighting our battle in Malaya. When war came crashing down on this beautiful country, those men went straight into action against enormously superior numbers and equipment. And whatever their difficulties, they have fought a losing battle with tremendous courage. But the overrunning of Malaya by the Japanese is a grievous blow all the same, not the least serious among early disasters being the loss of Penang. Women and children evacuated from that island are seen on arrival at Ipoh. They had been severely bombed, then machine-gunned while leaving Penang. As the retreat continued and places were abandoned, local inhabitants took as much as they could from the shops so as not to leave anything for the Japanese. Certainly a scorched earth policy has been carried out in many areas. Bridges have been blown up, factories and stations destroyed, and much damage done to add to the destruction wrought by the enemy himself. Meanwhile, gaining early command of the air, the Jap continued to bomb and fight his way south. The toll of enemy aircraft and pilots has increased since the first days of fighting and will continue to increase. The tide of invasion swept forward, and in a few weeks it was lapping almost the last lines of defense on the mainland north of Singapore itself. Much needed material had been reaching Singapore, and it was a race between the speed of the invaders' advance and the speed with which the Allies could send men and weapons to stiffen the defense. Working in cooperation with the Royal Air Force, the Netherlands East Indies Air Force has rendered invaluable service, striking skillful blows wherever it could. And Singapore, in spite of raids and in face of the Japanese advances, carried on.